Ladies and gentlemen, listen up. You think you know love, right? You think love is just flowers or text messages or showing up on birthdays. Nah, let me tell you something, brother. When a woman loves you, it ain't just about what she says. It's about what she does when nobody's watching. She don't need applause. She don't need validation. She don't need no one telling her she's strong because she knows she is. She carries love in her bones, in her silence, in her patience. And when life knocks you down, guess who's there? Not just holding your hand, she's lifting your soul. See, a woman's love don't flinch when things get ugly. She ain't just around for your highlight reel. She's there in the dark rooms of your doubt, the messy chapters of your journey. She believes in your future even when you're stuck in your past. Do you think strength is loud? Her strength is quiet. It don't need a spotlight. She sacrifices in silence. She'll give you the last piece of her peace and still ask if you're okay. Dot in that loyalty. Man, that loyalty runs deep. She'll walk through fire for you, not because she has to, but because her heart is built like that. Because when she loves you, she chooses you every single day. And it ain't just love of the body, it's love of the spirit. She sees you not just as you are, but as who you could be. She sees the king in you before you even pick up your crown. Let me tell you something. If you are loved by a real woman, a genuine woman, don't you dare take that lightly. That kind of love is rare. That kind of love is sacred. That kind of love, it heals you, grows you, changes you, Doc. You ain't got to be perfect. She never asked for perfect. She asked for real. She asked for presence. She asked for respect. So if you got a woman who loves you like that, fiercely, quietly, fully, don't make her chase the love she already gave you. Protect her heart. Match her energy. Stand beside her like she stood beside you. But listen to me, a woman's love, a real woman's love, it's more powerful than you know. When a woman loves you, truly loves you, her support is not conditional on circumstances, not dependent on your success, and never measured by the standards the world tries to set. Her love doesn't come with a scoreboard or a ledger, keeping track of wins and losses or who did what and when. Her support is rooted in something deeper, something spiritual, something divine, a kind of loyalty that shows up before the applause and stays long after the noise fades. She sees your struggle before you even say a word. She reads the silence in your eyes, the tension in your shoulders, the weariness in your voice. And she doesn't run from it. She leans into it. She becomes your peace when the world becomes your storm. She doesn't try to fix you. She tries to understand you. And in understanding you, she gives you the greatest gift, the freedom to be vulnerable, to be human, to be flawed, and still be worthy of love. A woman's unconditional support means being your loudest cheerleader when you win. But more importantly, you're calm in chaos when you lose. She doesn't just hold your hand on the mountaintop. She walks beside you through the valleys, when the path is unclear, when your confidence is cracked, when the weight of expectations tries to break your back. She sees the broken pieces and doesn't flinch. She gathers them, she holds them. She reminds you they're still worthy of being part of your story. There'll be moments when life will test your faith, your purpose, your strength. Moments when the world will doubt you, friends will fall off, and everything you built feels like it's slipping away. But if you have a woman who truly loves you, you'll never face that storm alone. She becomes the stillness in your chaos, the one who reminds you of who you are when you start to forget. She doesn't give up on you, even when you give up on yourself. And the beauty of it, she doesn't need to be told what to do. She just knows. She can feel your energy shift. She can tell when you're pretending to be okay. She'll show up with a word, a meal, a touch, a look, something to let you know, I see you, I got you, I'm with you. That kind of support isn't loud or flashy. It's steady, it's consistent. It's there in the background like a rhythm, dependable, constant, unwavering. Her support doesn't come with ultimatums. It doesn't say, I'll be here as long as you're winning, or I'll believe in you if everyone else does. No, she believes when there's nothing to believe in but your potential. She sees the man you're becoming, not just the man standing in front of her. And that kind of vision, that kind of love, it's rare, it's sacred, it's the kind of thing people pray for, but only a few ever truly experience. When your dreams seem too big, she doesn't shrink them. She stretches herself to grow with you. When you fall short, she doesn't remind you of the fall. She reminds you of how many times you've gotten back up. And when you doubt your worth, she holds up a mirror to your soul and reminds you of your value, your fight, your heart. She doesn't just support the man in public, she supports the boy inside you that still carries wounds from long ago. She becomes your anchor, not to hold you down, but to keep you grounded when everything else feels like it's spinning. She doesn't need to be the center of attention. She finds strength in simply being the center of your balance. When you walk into a room uncertain, her quiet nod is louder than 1,000 voices. When you come home weary, her arms become the safest place on earth. Her support isn't about control. It's about covering you, building you, standing beside you, and sometimes standing in the gap when you just don't have it in you to stand on your own. A woman's unconditional support is not about being perfect for you. It's about being present for you. Not just when things are beautiful, but especially when they're not. And that kind of love, that kind of strength doesn't always come with grand gestures. Sometimes it's just in the way she believes in you when you feel like the world doesn't. It's in the way she says, I'm proud of you, not just when you win, but when you show up, when you fight, when you keep going. It's in the silence she holds, the peace she offers, the unwavering loyalty that says, you're not alone, not now, not ever. Silent sacrifice is the kind no one sees, the kind she never mentions, the kind that happen in the background while everyone else is looking somewhere. When a woman loves you, she gives in ways that don't come with the spotlight. She gives up things not for recognition, not for praise, but because in her heart, your well-being, your peace, your growth, they matter more than a temporary comfort. And she never asks for applause. She just does what love does, quietly, deeply. She won't tell you about the hours she stays awake thinking about your worries instead of her own. She won't explain how she puts her needs second, just so you can chase your dream, feel supported, or have space to figure things out. She'll rearrange her whole life, sometimes without you even knowing, just so things run smoother for you. She's weak not because she doesn't have goals of her own, but because love makes her prioritize the person she's chosen. And she doesn't see that as a loss. She sees it as part of her love language. She'll cancel plans, adjust expectations, carry extra emotional weight, all in silence, all in strength. While you're out there facing the world, she's behind the scenes patching up what life tries to tear down. She's your invisible armor, but she never complains about being unseen. She doesn't need a thank you for every act of love. She just wants to know you're okay. She finds joy in knowing she played even the smallest part in your piece. You may not notice when she says she's a fine after a long day, even though she's exhausted, just because she can feel you're already carrying too much. You might not realize she's smiling through her own storm so she doesn't add to yours. She filters her pain, her tiredness, her doubt, because she wants to be your calm, not your burden. That's not weakness. That's not silence from fear. That's silent sacrifice born from love that's bigger than ego. When you've got nothing in your pockets but ideas and hope, she'll invest not just her time, but her heart. She'll pour into you when you've got nothing to give back. She'll speak life into your dreams and never remind you of what she gave up to make them possible. She doesn't carry receipts for the love she's given. She carries grace. She carries patience. She carries the long view. The one where both of you win, even if it means she has to wait a little longer for her own moment. And what's wild is even when you don't notice, even when you forget to say thank you, she doesn't throw it in your face. She just keeps showing up day after day, emotionally, spiritually, mentally. She covers you, fills in your gaps, and then still has the presence to smile at you like nothing's missing. She'll swallow her own worries just to be a soft place for yours to land. She'll listen fully even when she needs to be heard. She'll nurture your ideas while her own go untouched. It's not that her needs don't matter. They do. But her love makes her put yours first, over and over again. She sacrifices weekends, sleep, space, even self-care sometimes, just to make sure you don't feel alone in what you're building or facing. These sacrifices aren't always grand. Sometimes they're simple. Sometimes it's her holding back tears so you don't feel guilty for being the reason she cried. Sometimes it's her not reacting when you're distant, giving you room to soar through your storm without demanding explanation. Sometimes it's her cooking dinner after a full day, rubbing your back when she's tired too, saying she's okay when her heart is heavy. And you might not always see it. You might not always understand the weight of what she's laying down for you, for the relationship, for the family, for the vision. But it's there. In the small acts, in the quiet choices, in the moments where she decides you matter more right now without ever saying it out loud. A woman's silent sacrifices are love in motion. They're the quiet spaces where she chooses you without condition. They're the reasons the house feels like home. They're the reason your dreams are still alive. Not because she demanded the credit, but because she believed enough in you to give without needing it. That's power. That's devotion. That's a kind of strength most people will never understand, because it's the kind of strength that doesn't need to be seen to be felt. That emotional strength in a woman who loves you is a force you might not fully understand at first glance, but once you witness it, it changes everything. It's not the kind of strength that shouts or demands attention. It's the quiet resilience that holds everything together when the world around her feels like it's crumbling. It's the kind of power that allows her to feel deeply, joy, pain, hope, fear, without breaking, without shutting down. It's a strength born from vulnerability and experience, from having been hurt and choosing to love anyway. When she loves you, her emotional strength becomes your shelter. She stands firm, not because she is unshakable, but because she has learned to sway without fall. She understands that life is unpredictable, that relationship storms, that people are imperfect. And yet she meets these challenges head on, not with denial or anger, but with grace and patience. Her strength is a beacon in the dark, a constant in the chaos, a reminder that no matter what happens, love can survive. She carries a depth of feeling that can move mountains, but she doesn't allow those feelings to consume her. Instead, she channels them into understanding, compassion, and support. When things get tough, she doesn't crumble or run away. She faces the pain and holds space for both her emotions and yours. She knows that true strength is not about hiding tears or masking struggles, but about embracing them and still choosing to stand tall. This kind of emotional strength is not about perfection. It's about being real, raw, and honest. It means admitting when she's scared or hurt, and yet deciding to be brave anyway. It means setting boundaries to protect her heart without shutting you out. It means forgiving mistakes and giving grace while still demanding respect. It's a balance of courage and tenderness that few can master, but she does because her love requires it. She is strong enough to carry your burdens without losing herself, to listen without judgment, and to hold you accountable with kindness. She knows when to speak up and when to hold silence. She understands the power of empathy and the necessity of emotional honesty. Her strength allows her to be your confidant, your rock, and your safe harbor, even when she's quietly struggling herself. In her emotional strength, there is also a fierce protection. She guards her love fiercely because she knows its value. She won't let just anyone in, and she won't settle for anything less than genuine care and commitment. This protective nature is not about control, but about preserving the sanctity of what she has chosen to give. Her love is not a game, it's a sacred trust, and she honors it with all her heart. Her strength is evident in how she nurtures herself too. She knows that to give love fully, she must care for her own emotional well-being. She practices self-awareness and self-respect, knowing that her stability is essential for the health of the relationship. She asks for what she needs, she takes time to heal, and she surrounds herself with positivity and truth. This self-care is part of her strength, not separate from it. You might see her as gentle or soft, but beneath that softness lies a powerful resilience. She can endure hardships, face disappointments, and navigate the complexities of life with a calm determination. Her emotional strength is the backbone of her love. The reason she can stay committed when others walk away, the reason she believes in you when you doubt yourself, and the reason she keeps loving even when love is hard. When challenges arise, she does not retreat into bitterness or resentment. Instead, she chooses understanding and growth. She uses her experiences, the good and the bad, as lessons to deepen her love and strengthen her bond. She is patient with the imperfections, including her own, and continuously works to build a foundation of trust and mutual respect. Her emotional strength is also shown in her capacity to inspire you. When you feel lost or overwhelmed, she lifts you up with her unwavering belief in your potential. She reminds you of your worth, encourages your dreams, and stands beside you through every twist and turn. She doesn't just support you from the sidelines. She engages with your struggles and victories alike, investing her heart fully In many ways, her emotional strength is a quiet revolution. It challenges outdated ideas about what it means to be strong. It proves that strength is not about domination or stoicism, but about connection, empathy, and resilience. It shows that loving deeply and feeling intensely are not weaknesses, but sources of immense power. She teaches those around her that to be emotionally strong is to be brave enough to face your feelings, honest enough to express them, and loving enough to hold space for others' emotions as well. Her love is a testament to this truth that the greatest strength lies in the heart. Loyalty that doesn't waver is the kind of commitment that stands firm through every trial and triumph, every high and low, every moment when the world seems to push you apart. When a woman loves with unwavering loyalty, she doesn't just say the words, she lives them. It's not a fleeting feeling or a temporary choice. It's a promise etched into her very being, a dedication that survives doubt, distance, and difficulty. Her loyalty isn't given lightly, but once it's hers, it's a fortress you can depend on. This kind of loyalty is rare because it demands more than just presence when things are easy. It requires showing up when things get messy, complicated, or uncomfortable. It's easy to stand by someone in their glory moments, when the world applauds and everything feels bright. But to be loyal when the applause fades, that's the mark of true love. A woman who loves you with this kind of loyalty will remain when others leave, will protect your name when gossip surrounds you, and will defend your character even when you struggle to do so yourself. Her loyalty is not blind. It's not about ignoring faults or pretending there aren't challenges. It's a conscious, deliberate choice to stay committed to the person she believes in. She sees the potential in you even when you can't see it yourself. She remembers the promises you made to each other, the dreams you built, and the life you envisioned, and she holds on to those with fierce dedication. It's a loyalty that understands mistakes happen, but forgiveness and growth are the path forward. She knows that relationships aren't always perfect, but she chooses to invest her heart, time, and energy into building something real, something lasting. When the weight of misunderstandings or hardships threatens to pull you apart, her loyalty acts as glue, binding, healing, and strengthening. She doesn't waver because she understands that love is not just about good times, but about weathering storms side by side. Loyalty that doesn't waver also means being honest even when truth is difficult to speak. She doesn't stay silent out of convenience or fear. Her commitment includes being real, facing issues head on, and working through them with respect and care. She knows that loyalty isn't just about standing by you when you're right or popular. It's about holding space for growth, accountability, and change. She encourages you to be better, not by walking away, but by standing with you. This kind of loyalty requires patience and endurance. She waits through your seasons of growth, your times of struggle, your moments of doubt. She doesn't abandon you because the journey is hard or because progress isn't immediate. She believes in the long game, in the power of consistency, and in the depth of commitment that only time can reveal. Her loyalty is not a contract with an expiration date, but a lifelong bond that continues to evolve and deepen. Her loyalty protects your vulnerability. She guards your secrets and shields your heart from unnecessary harm. She creates a safe space where you can be yourself, without fear of judgment or rejection. This trust is sacred, and she honors it fiercely. She understands that loyalty is not just about words, but about actions that reinforce the promise to stay, to stand, and to support. When the world questions your worth, when friends turn away, or when circumstances make it difficult to stay connected, her loyalty becomes your anchor. She doesn't let external noise dictate her commitment. Instead, she focuses on the foundation you built together, the history you share, and the love that remains constant beneath the surface. This unwavering loyalty is a testament to her character and the depth of her life. Her loyalty is also reflected in the little things, the consistent check-ins, the small acts of kindness, the way she remembers what matters to you, and the way she prioritizes your relationship. She shows up not because she has to, but because she wants to. She invests her whole heart into being present, dependable, and faithful. It's important to understand that loyalty doesn't mean sacrificing self-respect or tolerating mistreatment. A woman who loves with unwavering loyalty also knows her worth and demands to be treated with dignity. Her loyalty is balanced with boundaries that protect both her and the relationship. She stays true to the promise of love, but she does not allow love to be an excuse for disrespect or neglect. This kind of loyalty inspires you to be better, to rise to the level of the love you've been given. It challenges you to honor her commitment by being faithful, honest, and loving in return. It teaches that loyalty is not passive but active, a daily decision to choose each other, to communicate, to forgive, and to grow. When you have a woman who loves you with loyalty that doesn't waver, you have more than a partner. You have a warrior, a guardian, a constant in a world of change. Her love is a safe harbor, a place where you can rest, recharge, and rebuild. It's a love that refuses to give up, that fights for the bond you share, and that believes in the power of commitment to overcome any obstacle. Her unwavering loyalty is a rare gift, a treasure that should be honored, protected, and cherished. It's the kind of love that changes lives, that builds legacies, and that stands the test of time. It's not just a feeling, it's a powerful force that moves mountains and shapes destinies. Spiritual energy in a woman who loves you is a force that transcends the ordinary. It's not something you can touch or measure, but it's felt deeply in the way she moves through life, the way she lifts those around her, and the way her presence can calm a restless heart. This energy is born from a connection that goes beyond the physical, beyond words, and beyond time. It's a deep well of faith, hope, and purpose that fuels her love and guides her every action. When a woman's love is infused with spiritual energy, she carries a sense of peace that is contagious. It's the kind of peace that doesn't depend on circumstances, but rests in a place of trust and surrender. She doesn't need everything to be perfect to love you fully. She loves you because she sees your soul, the essence of who you are beyond the surface. This spiritual connection creates a bond that is unbreakable because it is rooted in something eternal. Her spiritual energy allows her to be patient in ways that defy logic. She understands that growth, healing, and transformation take time. She waits with grace and doesn't rush the process because she trusts in the divine timing of life. This patience becomes a pillar of strength in the relationship, a reminder that true love is about journeying together through all seasons, not just the easy ones. This energy also gives her the ability to forgive deeply and sincerely. Forgiveness, when fueled by spiritual energy, is not just a word or a gesture. It is a release. It frees her from bitterness and resentment, allowing love to flourish even after mistakes have been made. She knows that holding on to anger only weighs down the soul, and she chooses to lift both herself and you above pain into a place of healing. Her love is guided by values and principles that are bigger than either of you alone. It's a love that honors respect, integrity, kindness, and humility. These qualities shine through her actions and words, creating an atmosphere where love can grow in truth and authenticity. Her spiritual energy is a compass, pointing the relationship toward growth, understanding, and mutual upliftment. When challenges arise, her spiritual energy helps her maintain perspective. She doesn't get lost in frustration or despair because she believes in a higher purpose. This belief anchors her in hope and resilience. She can see beyond the immediate struggle to the potential for growth and transformation that lies within it. Her faith becomes a beacon that guides both of you through difficult times. This spiritual energy also manifests in the way she nurtures not just the relationship, but also herself. She recognizes that to love fully, she must be connected to her own source of strength and renewal. She takes time for reflection, prayer, meditation, or whatever practice aligns her spirit. This self-connection replenishes her love and enables her to give generously without running dry. Her spiritual energy invites you into a deeper connection with yourself and with life. It encourages you to look beyond the material and to seek meaning and purpose in your journey together. It challenges you to grow not just as a partner, but as a person. Being loved by her is an invitation to awaken, to become more conscious, more compassionate, and more aligned with your own truth. There is a quiet power in her spiritual energy that doesn't need to be loud or forceful to be felt. It's in the way she listens with her whole heart, the way she holds space for your fears and dreams, and the way she offers comfort without judgment. It's in her presence, calm, steady, and grounded, that reassures you that you are seen and loved exactly as you are. Her spiritual energy is not just for the good times. It carries you through the storms. It gives her strength to stand by you when the path is uncertain, to keep faith when hope seems distant, and to love fiercely even when it's hard. This energy is a source of renewal, encouragement, reminding you both that love is a sacred journey worth fighting for. In many ways, her spiritual energy is a bridge between the seen and unseen, the temporal and eternal. It connects hearts on a level that transcends physical attraction or emotional connection. It is the soul's recognition of another soul, a meeting of spirits that brings a profound sense of belonging and unity. Her love infused with spiritual energy teaches that the greatest power in any relationship comes from connection, to self, to each other, and to something greater than both. It shows that love is not just about two people coming together, but about two souls growing together in harmony, compassion, and grace. This kind of love transforms lives, heals wounds, and inspires hope. To be loved by a woman with this kind of spiritual energy is to be invited into a sacred space where love is not just an emotion, but a living force. It's a force that renews, uplifts, and transcends. It's a love that reminds you that even in the chaos of life, there is a deeper rhythm, a divine dance that connects all things, and that you are never truly alone. A woman who loves you with a vision beyond the surface sees far more than what meets the eye. Her love is not shallow or fleeting. It's rooted in a deep understanding of who you are at your core, beyond your accomplishments, your mistakes, your current circumstances. She looks past the masks you wear, the defenses you build, and the momentary struggles you face. Instead, she sees the essence of your spirit, the potential hidden beneath doubts, the dreams waiting to be realized, and the strength you might not even know you possess yet. This kind of vision is rare and powerful because it transforms love from a simple emotion into a dynamic force for growth and connection. When she loves you with vision beyond the surface, she refuses to be distracted by temporary setbacks or surface-level appearances. She knows that life is a complex journey filled with ups and downs, and she chooses to see the bigger picture. Instead of focusing on flaws or failures, she focuses on possibility. She believes in the person you are becoming, not just the person you are today. Her faith in your potential acts like a light, illuminating a path forward even when the way seems unclear. This vision allows her to offer a kind of love that is patient and enduring. She understands that growth takes time and that people evolve through experiences, challenges, and reflection. She's willing to walk beside you through every season, confident that your best days are still ahead. Her love isn't conditional on immediate success or perfection. It's a commitment to the journey, to the process of becoming. She sees the long-term value of your relationship and is willing to invest her heart accordingly. Her ability to see beyond the surface also means she perceives your vulnerabilities and fears without judgment. She recognizes the struggles you keep hidden and the insecurities you might try to mask. Rather than turning away or reacting with frustration, she embraces these parts of you with compassion and understanding. She knows that true connection requires honesty and acceptance, and she creates a safe space where you can be your authentic self without fear of rejection. In seeing your vision beyond the surface, she also sees your dreams, the ones you may not even have fully voiced yet. She believes in your aspirations and encourages you to pursue them with passion and courage. Her support is not passive. She actively uplifts you, challenges you, and helps you navigate obstacles. She becomes a partner in your growth, celebrating your victories and standing firm through setbacks. This shared vision deepens the bond between you, creating a foundation built on mutual respect and shared purpose. Her love with vision beyond the surface goes beyond what is visible in daily life. She senses the deeper connections between your values, goals, and desires. She understands that love is not just about feelings, but about alignment in heart, mind, and soul. She nurtures this alignment by fostering open communication, shared dreams, and intentional growth. Together, you build something meaningful that transcends the superficial and touches the profound. This vision also makes her a source of inspiration. When you doubt yourself or lose sight of your path, she reminds you of who you are and what you are capable of. Her belief in you can become a catalyst for change, helping you break through limiting beliefs and fears. She reflects back to you the greatness she sees within, often before you even recognize it yourself. This reflection is a powerful gift, fueling your confidence and motivating you to reach higher. Her ability to see beyond the surface also extends to the relationship itself. She recognizes the importance of nurturing the emotional, spiritual, and intellectual connections that sustain love over time. She doesn't settle for surface-level interactions or convenience. She seeks depth and meaning. She is willing to engage in difficult conversations, to grow through challenges, and to invest in the relationship's long-term health. Her vision encompasses not just the present moment, but the future you are building together. Because she sees beyond the surface, she values authenticity above all else. She encourages both herself and you to be real, to drop pretenses, and to embrace the imperfect beauty of being human. This authenticity creates a safe and trusting environment where love can thrive. It allows for vulnerability, forgiveness, and growth in ways that superficial love never could. Her vision beyond the surface also gives her resilience in the face of hardship. She understands that every relationship will face trials, but her focus remains on the deeper connection and potential that lies beneath temporary challenges. This perspective allows her to stay committed, to keep loving even when it's difficult, and to work through issues rather than walk away. Her loyalty and hope are fueled by this ability to see the bigger picture. Ultimately, a woman who loves with vision beyond the surface is a partner who believes in you wholly. She is someone who looks past the momentary and sees the eternal. She loves not just the person you are, but the person you are becoming. Her love is transformative because it invites you into a journey of growth, healing, and discovery. It is a love that holds space for your dreams, your fears, your imperfections, and your greatness all at once. This kind of love changes how you see yourself in the world. It invites you to look deeper, to live more authentically, and to love more fully. It challenges you to rise to your potential and to honor the potential in her as well. Her vision beyond the surface is a powerful reminder that love is not just about what is seen, but about what is known in the heart. A truth that has the power to shape lives and build lasting bonds. ChatGPT said the healing power of a woman's love is profound and transformative, reaching far beyond physical comfort or fleeting reassurance. It is a deep and quiet force that touches the soul and mends what once felt broken or lost. This power does not come from magic or fantasy, but from a genuine and unwavering presence, a willingness to understand, and an endless capacity for compassion. When she loves you with this kind of healing power, she becomes more than a partner. She becomes a sanctuary where wounds can be acknowledged and repaired, where pain can be released and replaced by hope. Her love has the ability to reach into the darkest corners of your heart and bring light where there was once only shadow. It's not about erasing the past or pretending hurt never happened. Instead, it's about holding space for pain without judgment and allowing the process of healing to unfold naturally. She listens not just with her ears, but with her heart, understanding that sometimes what is needed most is to be truly heard. In her presence, you find a refuge where vulnerability is met with kindness and where broken pieces are gathered gently and carefully, never dismissed or ignored. This healing power is shown through patience. Healing rarely happens overnight, and she understands that. She walks with you through the slow and sometimes painful journey of recovery, offering steady support even when progress feels invisible. She doesn't push or rush, but trusts in the process, knowing that real healing requires time and tenderness. Her patience becomes a balm that soothes anxiety and fear, helping you feel safe enough to face your pain rather than run from it. Her love also brings forgiveness, both for you and for herself. She knows that healing cannot happen without forgiveness because holding on to bitterness only keeps wounds open. Forgiveness in her love is not a denial of hurt, but a conscious choice to release the grip of past pain and open the door to peace. This act of forgiving is powerful and freeing, allowing both of you to move forward without being chained to old mistakes or regrets. In addition to forgiveness, her love nurtures hope. Even when despair threatens to take over, she holds on to a vision of a brighter tomorrow. She encourages you to believe in your capacity to heal and grow, reminding you that pain does not have to define your story. This hope is not naive optimism, but a steadfast belief in the resilience of the human spirit and the power of love to restore and renew. Her healing power is also visible in the way she cares for your whole being, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. She supports your mental health by being a compassionate listener and a patient companion. She offers gentle encouragement to seek help when needed, never judging or minimizing struggles. Emotionally, she creates a space where feelings can be expressed openly and honestly. Spiritually, she may inspire you to connect with something greater than yourself, helping you find meaning and peace amid chaos. She leads by example in how she heals herself. She doesn't expect perfection or demand quick fixes, but embraces her own journey with grace and courage. This authenticity makes her love even more powerful because it shows that healing is a shared path, not a one-sided endeavor. Her willingness to face her own wounds gives you permission to face yours, creating a bond grounded in mutual growth and understanding. She helps you see that your scars are not signs of weakness, but marks of survival and resilience. Through her love, you begin to understand that healing is not about becoming the person you once were, but about becoming someone stronger, wiser, and more whole. She walks beside you as you shed old hurts and step into new possibilities, always reminding you that you are worthy of love and capable of renewal. Her healing love also teaches you about compassion, not just for yourself, but for others as well. As you experience her gentle care, you learn to extend that same kindness outward, breaking cycles of hurt and fostering deeper connections. This ripple effect transforms not only your relationship, but the way you engage with the world around you. Sometimes her healing power works in the small, everyday moments. A touch, a smile, a word of encouragement when you least expect it. These moments accumulate, building a foundation of trust and safety where healing can thrive. Other times it shows up in the willingness to have hard conversations, to confront painful truths, and to hold space for the messy, imperfect process of growth. Her love does not erase the past, but it redefines the future. It invites you to believe in the possibility of new beginnings and second chances. It reminds you that healing is not a destination, but a journey, and that having someone by your side who loves you deeply can make all the difference. This kind of love helps you reclaim your story, rewrite it with hope, and move forward with courage. In the presence of her healing love, you find a strength you didn't know you had, a courage to face pain, a willingness to forgive, and a renewed capacity to love again. It is a love that restores not just broken hearts, but shattered spirits, giving you the tools to build a life filled with peace, joy, and connection. Through her love, healing becomes possible, and in that healing, transformation and freedom are found. When we look at the depth of a woman's love, we see a force that is powerful, transformative, and enduring. It is a love grounded in unwavering loyalty, silent sacrifices, and emotional strength. It carries spiritual energy that connects souls beyond the physical realm, and it sees a vision beyond the surface, recognizing potential where others see flaws. Her love holds a healing power that mends wounds and restores hope, guiding both partners through life's challenges with patience and grace. This love is not just about feeling, it's about commitment, growth, and the sacred bond that shapes and uplifts both lives. To be loved this way is to be seen, accepted, and empowered in ways that inspire us to become our best selves, reminding us that true love is a journey of continual giving, healing, and transformation.